you are going to select GarageBand. It's a good idea to start memorizing to the best of your ability the script that you have created. Now, the reason why is because when you are actually going to record your podcast, it may seem a little scary and you might make a lot of mistakes, especially since English for most of you is your second language. So definitely practice, and once you feel that you are comfortable with what you have written and you know it fairly well, then and only then should you start your recording for your podcast. Now, you're going to go ahead and select a new project, and then you're going to go ahead and select podcast. You're going to select choose. Now here, if you want, you can go ahead and put wastewater treatment plants, and then your name, obviously whatever your name might be, okay, and you're going to save it, or create, sorry, you're going to go ahead and create that. Okay, once that opens up, you definitely want to do a couple of things. Let me just show you guys the interface. So here we have our podcast track. Male voice, obviously if you are a boy, you're going to record here. If you are a girl, that means that you're a female, you are going to record there. And then we have jingles. All right. It's very important that you include a jingle. So the way that you do that is by doing this first. If you look here, select there, you're going to see something that says jingles. Go ahead and select that and go ahead and pick something that you like. You can check out all the effects. Now, my recommendation is to pick a jingle that is not very long. Like, for example, 7 seconds, that's okay. Maximum 10 seconds. You don't want a jingle that's 31 seconds, for example, because that's just going to be way too long. Keep in mind that the jingle is intended for the beginning of your recording and also for the end. So just for the example's sake, I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here. Okay. Let's see. You can go ahead and test out and see which one you like. It's very short. It's just a jingle. And obviously you can go ahead and scroll down and see there's more. You can look here. You can look really anywhere you like. Okay? But for the example, I'm going to go ahead and use the 7-second jingle. Alright, so once you find a jingle that you like, you're just going to click and you're going to go ahead and drag it here. Make sure you put it in the jingle section and you just let go. Okay? There it is. Now obviously I am a female, so I'm going to go ahead and select here. Now if you want, you actually can have your assignment open. I'm going to go ahead and open up mine, which is somewhere here. Okay, I'm just going to open up somebody's then. I'm going to go ahead and open up Juanita's, just for the example. Okay, so if you want, you may have this open. It's not necessary unless you want to have it open, but some of you might feel a little bit more comfortable with that. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to make sure that if I'm a girl, obviously I'm a girl, I'm going to select female. If I'm a male, I'm going to go ahead and select male. Okay, and I'm going to simply start recording. Now try to make sure that you record, you want to make sure that you record after the jingle sound, because then this is going to interfere with what you are going to actually be doing. So now I'm going to go ahead and press record. It's a good idea for you to be in a place. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and press pause. Let's go ahead and imagine that I've recorded this perfectly, okay? Now, obviously, the idea, I want to go ahead and make sure that everything's okay. Like, for example, you saw how I made a mistake here. Let's go ahead and go back a little bit. I just made a mistake. So I actually could delete that maybe up until here, for example. Water in the treatment. Oops. Yes, I'm just going to go ahead and eliminate up until here, for example. So happy to know how the water... Okay. So I'm at that part. Okay. So there I have my work. Obviously, if I want to make a couple of adjustments, I can go ahead and do that. Yeah, so for example, here, maybe I want to go ahead and just shorten this a bit. All right, and just bring that over. So you can actually do that. So if you make quite a few mistakes, or if you're having difficulty with a certain section, you can definitely go ahead and click and drag, remove, delete, all that good stuff. So as you all know, I'm going to go ahead and this is what it looks like when I shrink it all. When I extend it, it looks like this. All right. Just for the example's sake, I just want you guys to see that. So here's my jingle. Here's my first section that I recorded. Here's the next part that I recorded. Okay. And here at the end, I'm going to go ahead and put that little jingle right there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move this so you guys can just see the effect. So by using the bathroom correctly. Okay, that is what is expected. Now, once you have completed that, you're simply going to go to Share. This is what needs to be done. You're going to go ahead and send the podcast to iTunes. All right. I would put here, iServe Integrated Project. Or if you just want to put iServe. Obviously, your name, for the example, I'm going to put Melly Belly. Okay, here, most of it is already set to AAC encoder. Please make sure that it's MP3 encoder, otherwise it's not going to work properly. And yes, you want to make sure that it says spoken podcast, okay? And you're simply going to share. All right, so you're going to go ahead and press continue. It's going to go ahead and create the mixdown, and then automatically it's going to open up iTunes. You don't have to open up iTunes. It will automatically open up for you, but if you want to keep it open, that's even better. So how are you going to get this to me in Edmodo? You are simply going to go to your Edmodo account. Once it's here, you can actually just click and drag your podcast and put it on your desktop. All right. Now, should be able to upload it. File, desktop, iServe Podcast MP3, there it is. And make sure that you put podcast. Okay, and that's it. And once you have it uploaded there, it's easy as pie. It's a piece of cake. So pretty much that's all that's expected. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and delete this because, well, I don't want to ruin Pablo's beautiful work. Let's go ahead and go to progress so you guys can see what's going on here. And this is where you are going to upload your podcast. Please do not upload it anywhere else. Make sure that you upload it in the podcast section. I wish you guys a lot of luck. Very excited to see what you guys are doing with these recordings, and I know you're going to do a wonderful job. Please make sure that you follow the steps accordingly, and I'll see you guys in class. Thank you so much for listening.